Hello there. Kelly Baxter-Fitzgerald here with Snips by Kelly, and I'm super excited today for this workshop share. I must admit, I have been a little jealous in a good way, but all makers everywhere and close to my heart customers everywhere have been playing with this beauty for a month and a half, and I have been waiting for my turn, and the In Full Bloom collection is only available till the end of the month, so I'm really pushing it. But I was not going to let April go by without playing with our featured collection, which is called In Full Bloom. And I am excited to share with you my In Full Bloom 12-page Sparkle and Shine workshop and a few little techniques that I did with it. I absolutely love this line. And like I said, with a full-time career, I've been waiting for those minutes. How many of out there are always waiting for those elusive minutes to have that crafting time? I'm raising my hand over here. So as always with my Sparkle and Shine, I always start with the gorgeous workshop kits from Close to My Heart, because they've already coordinated things. They've already created everything to look beautiful together. So I pull those workshop kits, and everyone out there who follows me knows I'm basically a cutter. I like Cricut cuts and die cuts, and I like to take cuts and arrange cuts. But once in a while, if a Stampin' Thin cut really wows me, I will totally incorporate that into my workshop, and this one did. It is the In Full Bloom Scrapbooking Stampin' Thin cut set, and I incorporated it throughout. And I said to myself, I really need to have a competition or a contest out there, because once you cut your thin cuts out and you do a little sponging on them, and you can see them throughout my pages that I'm going to show you today, you honestly cannot tell the difference between the Stampin' Thin cuts and the stickers on the sticker sheet, and or also the punch out die cuts on the punch out sheets. So when you look at the punch outs and you look at the stickers and you look at the thin cuts, I almost could do a contest and pay money if someone could tell me by looking the difference. That's how good they are. They are one of the best thin cut sets that I've ever used. I love them, and I will use them and love them and treasure them. All right, so it is time to get on with it and show you this. So I kind of had circles in mind, because Close to My Heart always gets you started in the right direction. They had some circle techniques in this in their original workshop, and then they also had given us in the workshop kit this really cool, I don't know if you can see it in there, a stencil. So they were teaching, they always teach, right? They're the Let Me Show You How company. So they had the stencil in there to use. So I sort of took that and just decided on my direction, and I wanted to go with a circle theme and have all the things, right? And so I created some basic rings on my Cricut, and I didn't measure them. I just basically put some circles up there, and I sliced some circles out, and I had so much fun. And I actually used these circles throughout this entire workshop, used them over again. So I'm going to show you on here really quickly. I actually laid my circles, I think I used 3 of them for this one, and I actually held my rings up here, my circle rings, and I laid this over the top of my White Daisy piece, and taking my ink and one of my handy dandy sponges, I literally sponged the ink. Actually, I think I did use 4. I did use 4. And so I sponged in between these layers, and I sponged some avocado, I sponged some lagoon, I sponged some mint, and then I came back through and did a little sponging with the lightest color, which is lemonade, on the top. And it created that wonderful circle effect without actually having a circle there. And then I repeated the process over here, and I just think it turned out lovely. It's sort of uniform, but yet imperfect. And so it gave that nice washed look throughout the page. And I just had so much fun. I did, of course, some splattering with some shimmer brush, and who can't shimmer with the clear shimmer brush on your pieces? And then silver, everything sparkly and shiny. I used some of our silver shimmer trim and our silver embellishing thread and tuck that throughout different places, and made sure to use that throughout the entire workshop, and added some bitty sparkles and some silver glitter gems, and added that whole wow factor. There's workshops from time to time that come around that are really deserving of that wow factor, and this is one of them. And then how fun are all these frames that come right out of the punch out sheets, except for this one here that is from our In Full Bloom digital collection. But isn't that gorgeous? My goodness, I'm getting long-winded because I'm just so in love with it, and it's so fun. So here is another layout, the second layout, which I had so much fun. They had the light bulbs, and how fun is it to use those light bulbs in these little vintage looking lanterns? I had a lot of fun with that, but still keeping with the circle theme, I took that one of those same circle rings that I had sponged on, and I laid it on my base page, and I took my sponge again with my mint on it, and I sponged all the way around the ring so that the sponging would come on the outside and the inside of the circle, but leave a nice white ring in the center. And all I did is take 5 leaf flourishes and fill the white center with those leaf flourishes. And it looks like I've measured. I just basically was able to lay those down, and it made the perfect wreath, and add those gorgeous clusters on either end so that you have a focal point. And again, adding all the silver accents, the embellishing thread, the shimmer brush, the bling, the silver bling, and adding some of the shimmer tape as well, the shimmer trim, and then making that coordinating page with it with a lot of those little tuck in pieces. There is so much in the workshop kit by itself between the die cuts, and I haven't even talked about separate die cuts. So there's die cuts like punch outs, which I showed you the flowers. There's the sticker sheet, and there's these gorgeous chipboard die cut pieces that also punch out. And so you will have piles, and I couldn't even believe how many piles, and look how easy they come out. They just literally fall out in your hand. And look how intricate the butterfly is, and all of the little pieces are just gorgeous. And you will have piles of pieces that you will be able to use, and that just kept going and going and going. You know how sometimes you get to the last layouts and you don't have enough pieces? I literally used every single die cut, every single punch out, every single picture, and every single piece of paper in this workshop kit, except these pieces right here. This is all I have left of that entire enormous kit after creating these 12 pages. That is how much goodness is in this. Anyway, I thought that was really gorgeous and fun. And the colors are just simply stunning. You don't get any better than that. They just knocked it out of the park with that. So keeping again with that circle theme, hold on here, those same rings, I wanted to use them again, and so they were inked up, and they were kind of very well used, and there was ink all over them. And so what I ended up doing is finishing the inking all the way. So I inked one ring with avocado, one with lemonade, one with lagoon, and one with mint. And then I did the edging and this added those circles directly onto the page to create that foundation. And of course, from our digital art collection, we have this adorable camera, and I had to add the little shaker element just simply by adding one of our square acetate pieces behind that front Cricut piece, adding some foam tape on the back, and adding those sequins in there to make that darling shaker camera. And then of course, sticking with the silver and adding all the silver accents and the film strip sort of camera theme throughout, as well as the splatter and the shimmer brush and some of those digital art collections. So again, another use for those same circles. And actually, prior to putting the circles on that page, I actually used it again for this page to create the journal circle. So this was inspired by the regular workshop kit, because they actually had a circle die cut piece, or have a circle die cut piece in the workshop. And let me grab that. It is, you already saw it. It is right here, and I incorporated it. It's a little graph paper, and it's one of the die cuts, and it has the splatter. It's pre-splattered for you, and it makes you look like you're amazing because it does all this neat technique for you. And that I already used on the bloom layout, but I wanted to use that same concept. So I made the circle out of white, out of those same rings, and I distressed it a little bit, added some mint ink and some shimmer brush so that I could create the beautiful framework for all of those flowers. And there's just so much detail. You can't even see it all. A picture never does these workshops justice. Not only my own, but the Close to My Heart workshops. When you get in there and you open up everything that you get, you're just blown away with the detail that you missed in a regular photo. And they're just absolutely gorgeous. And not only that, they have so many photo opportunities. I've tried to give a decorative piece and a photo opportunity piece, which is sort of my style or my signature. I like to still have a decorative element and be functional as well. Those of you who follow me know I do a Simply Scrappin' version, which is a little less decorative and more functional, and my Sparkle and Shine version is all the things. You pull out all the stops. It's all the things. It's for those of us that are a little over the top, not naming any names. And then, of course, when you get down toward the end of a workshop, I have just a couple layouts left, but when you get to the end of the workshop, you don't have much left, right? Because we get 6 double-sided pages, so we get actually 6 patterns and 6 sheets, right? Because they're double-sided. And so I didn't have much left. I had these 2 pieces that I decided to divvy up and cut them into triangles. And then seriously, when I got to the last 2 layouts, I had piles left. Piles of die cuts, piles of stickers, piles of the chipboard die cuts, and some Cricut cuts left, and some thin cuts. And so why not, right? Just fill all of that happy spring goodness in there. And I could totally see these pages for family photos, black and white photos, vacation photos, spring photos, Mother's Day photos, girlfriend get-togethers, little girls even, everything. It's just such a versatile, gorgeous, gorgeous set. Again, it's hard to see all of that bling throughout there, but it is just in there, and it's sparkly, and the shimmer brush and all of that goodness is in there. And then the last page, again, getting down to the last page, there isn't much left, but would you know? You wouldn't even know that I basically only had a background page, 1 strip of pattern paper, and a couple small pieces of specialty paper left to do this entire layout. So I incorporated the actual background page. Isn't this gorgeous? This is a piece of pattern paper that comes right in the kit, and all of this detail is embedded right in it. It's absolutely stunning. So it was so easy to add some black accents, some leftover zip strips, and a very few pattern paper pieces. And I love the draw here. I don't know if you've seen the layouts where you have a double photo. It's the same photo layered over the top of each other, and it makes this really cool effect. So that's what I was thinking about here. But again, adding all those glittery, shimmery silver accents, and then a functional photo page here with this adorable light bulb. Only Close to My Heart could make light bulbs cute, right? Who would ever have thought of a light bulb as a decorative element? Only Close to My Heart. So that was how much fun I had, and I hope you love it as much as I do. I have been waiting for this moment to be able to play with this, to be able to pour my love and my heart into my pages, which I love to do, and all of the details on how you can get this workshop or create this workshop are all up on my blog at www.snipsbykelly.blogspot.com. Thanks for hanging with me today for my workshop share, and thanks for following Snips by Kelly. Have a great day, everyone.